Hi, my name is Sasha. Welcome to the Mothership. Let's see what our messages are for today. The heart of the reading today, we have the Knight of Swords reversed and the Hierophant reversed. So some of you may be deciding what it is that you want and desire. This is kind of heavy mental energy where you're thinking, and for some of you, this can be where you've even kind of refused some offers or refused some of your own ideas even. But this is really getting into that process of like becoming a master over your thinking and just noticing where you are on the spectrum of that. For some of you, this could be developing like a meditation program for yourself. But in general, it's exploring and also looking at your thought processes and even coming out of old restrictive thought processes that relate to the ways that you've been conditioned and programmed. This can be dogma as well. So this is not a time to follow the normal. This is not a time to go with the crowd or to be a people pleaser or anything like that. This is time to really use your own wisdom and intuition and get out of your old thinking patterns. For the Divine Feminine Principle today, we have the Five of Wands and Temperance reversed. We have the Wheel of Fortune reversed and the Knight of Cups reversed. Some of you might be kind of having a hard time right now or just feeling distressed. This is a time of change, and within this time of change, this is all about creating a new order for yourself. Many of you are resisting these changes and you're not understanding as within, so without. You're not understanding as above, so below. These relate to cosmic law and order, which you are a part of. You're a part of this great expansive universe and you have free will. So the more that you understand about cosmic law and order, the more that you'll be able to manifest your desires. I would suggest you start working through Sophia's programs that are in the description box, because these will help you to really shift yourself out of these negativity or out of these negative spaces that you've been holding, the negativity within your subconscious. And when you free yourself from that, you will have your own divine alignment and you'll be able to move through the upcoming cycles with greater ease and grace, and you'll be able to really begin manifesting the life that you want. You won't be so restricted. So these changes that have been happening, you might even be coming out of some of these painful times, stressful or anxiety-filled times. And these can relate to not being emotionally fulfilled, not receiving the offers that you want, and also just kind of feeling like the world is against you. When you look at these on a deeper level, this is often inner child wounding. And in Sophia's programs, you'll find in the Twinflame Union package that many of these things are addressed, and you are able to work through these and release them so that you don't have these types of experiences anymore. So the Temperance reverse card is also asking you to make the changes necessary. This is a time not to be impatient. This is a time. Also, I just keep hearing more about people pleasing, and this directly relates to having an inner child wounding. So if you know how to work with your inner child through working through Sophia's programs, this can also be where you need to revisit that and continue revisiting your inner child until you're able to work those things out within. But this is all about your own inner healing. This is about your journey and how you can move forward in your own emotional fulfillment. So there's a need also to really commit to your twin flame path and do this inner healing work so that you can have your own alignment where you're hearing your own guidance and intuition and you're able to follow that. And that's what these programs are designed to help you with. So also I want to mention that I do offer coaching for those who are working through these programs. And I do offer coaching as well if you are farther along on your ascension path and you have more awareness, if you're not working on the programs. But I would suggest that you begin with the Twin Flame Union and also the Master Program. Then you can add the confidence and anxiety to those and begin working through some of those layers of your psyche. Also, with the coaching and ascension that I offer, you can also book me for an image reading. And it's very important to book an image reading so that you can identify all those blind spots. We all have blind spots that we hold. And when you're able to have that reflection, then you know where to apply your inner work. And the reason that all these services are helpful is because it will help accelerate you faster and you'll be able to come out of your conditioning a lot easier than doing it all on your own. Many of us also, because everyone in the community has been investing in themselves and work through these programs, and so many of us can relate on the level that we all had that inner stubbornness that we had to create the change. And it's not an easy thing. Many of us are, taught that we can do everything on our own. Some of us have wounding that's very deep, and it's very important to come out of that stubbornness because it's just your ego. Your ego will do anything to protect you from creating these changes because your ego gets threatened. So I just want to remind you that every one of us in the community is here to support you. And if you have come upon this reading, it's for a reason. So invest in yourself today and start on these programs. This will help you to change your life. I believe that these programs that Sophia's created are priceless. I'm not the only one that's received the help from them. There are many. So you can see all that information in the description box. But having the temperance reversed in your reading here is a clear indication that you need to do the healing on yourself, and it's time. You don't need to waste any time thinking about it. You are receiving guidance to do this inner healing. And your angels and your guides and your helpers, your allies, they're there to assist you. But you need to clear out negativity within yourself so that you can be a clear channel for that information. Let's shift into looking at the Divine Masculine energy. We have the Seven of Cups reversed, we have the Hangman reversed, the Seven of Cups reversed again, and the Tower. So you may be coming out of a place where you were reviewing things, looking at things from different angles, and going over all your options. This can kind of be a stressful time also when you might have many options in front of you and you don't know which one to choose. And so suspending yourself and creating a temporary pause to kind of review things is very necessary. But you're coming out of these options now. And for many of you, this has been a very spiritual time as well, where maybe you've been kind of moving up in your ascension and expanding into places you didn't even know that you could expand to. And for many of you, you're experiencing some shakeups and it kind of felt maybe that you had to be forced into looking at things differently because of the changes happening. And this is all part of your twin flame journey. This is where maybe you weren't seeing correctly. And by correctly, I mean we all have a perception of the world, and we have a perception of the things around us because of the way that we were conditioned. And we all have conditioning. So when you begin to come out of this conditioned viewpoint, you might begin to see things a very different way. And many times events will happen to us that are from our higher path, let's just say, like our higher divinity helps us to awaken through these events. So you may have been receiving a lot of new information and also like downloads, and maybe even having your crown chakra open more light in your energy body and in your energy centers. But ultimately, these tower moments are here to shift you forward. So it's a good time to take what you've learned, and now you can apply that knowledge to the next cycle of how you want to recreate your world and how you want to move forward. Let's get a few guidance cards for today. Divine Masculine, you have Freya, you have Bold. This is all about getting out of your comfort zone and take risks and be daring. So this is about getting in touch with your passion also. And your twin flame path. Many of you are star seeds. This is about learning more about who you are. This is all about taking that adventure into the unknown and trusting yourself and trusting the universe. The heart of the reading today, we have true love. So this is all about your heart space opening up. This is about having the willingness, the dedication, and the self-love necessary to open your heart and to attract that you love. Sometimes you really need to believe in love before it can arrive for you, and this is your omen that true love is on its way, and you need to embrace the love for yourself as well in order to bring that love in. Divine Feminine, you have Inner Goddess. This is all about getting connected into your divine feminine principle and appreciating your divinity as well. So awakening yourself through everything that brings you bliss and joy and happiness, and spending that extra time and energy on yourself and on your own healing and on your own inner connection. And this is all about creating that union within yourself.